Welcome back to The Table Is Yours, a role-playing adventure. We are a group of friends who play Dungeons & Dragons and other RPG games, maybe eventually. I am your GM, Con Riley. I guess we're doing fun facts. My fun fact is... do I have a fun fact?
If you don't have a fun fact, you can make it just like a historical fact.
Historical fact, Abraham Lincoln almost joined the Donner Party.
Oh, Jesus.
That is a fun fact.
That is fun fact, and it's historical.
Damn.
You're a fun fact person.
I know. It's like you're like, say a fun fact. I'm like,
Fun fact.
But let us go around the table. You will notice we are missing Lexi this week. She will return hopefully soon within a few sessions.
After a resurrection spell.
But we will then start with Andrew.
Fuck.
Yeah, pressure's on.
Camera's there. Your camera's there.
Yeah, am I doing a fun fact?
You can do anything you want.
I'm not going to edit any of this. This is going to be a very cold open.
Perfect.
We have to say your name.
This is a good start. I feel like this is going really well.
Yeah.
It's almost like we've done several of these already.
Weird.
Hi, my name is Andrew. I go by he, him. I play Wash.
I thought I was going to sneeze. I'm so sorry. I was going to pause you so I could sneeze.
I'm currently filled with a deep rage. Yeah, my fun fact is...
Very fun. And you don't get to know it.
Also historical. We got historical facts going because those are fun too.
Yeah.
I play a lot of MOBAs, I guess.
Am I still going next, or we keep?
Yeah.
You're going, yeah.
We just skipped Lexi.
Okay, great. Okay, well, Lexi is. So hi, I'm Sydney. I play Codex. My pronouns are still she, her. The fun fact, I don't know if this is fun. This might make people angry. I don't have a printer. So I didn't print out a character sheet. I have made one in my notebook that is multiple pages, and all of my spells and abilities are on note cards that I keep loosely in the pages.
Hi, my name is Vic. Use they, them pronouns. The thing I've been thinking about recently, and I don't know if this will still be culturally relevant whenever these come out, but Terrence fucks to Seabat.
Oh.
That's the thing that we missed out.
Hey guys, I'm Heather. I go by she, her as well. I play Shay Erebus. And this isn't a fun fact, but it's a cool little tidbit. I got some cool little mica powder this week that's chameleon colored, and you can like put it in your cosmetics and on your fingernails and everything, and you can have the like color shift stuff going on. I don't have it on right now.
That's so
but next
fun.
time I can have like green, purple, and red all in the same fingernails. I'm very excited. I love it.
So, with that, let us jump into the recap. What story shall be sung today? One can never know how the melody might sound. Our adventurers have already begun to pluck the strings of their story, and their combined composition is unfolding like a road before us.
Hey everyone, Codex here to get you all caught up. We went back to the Great Grove after the rat fight so that Shay and Terrence could show us the gross blood vomit sacks, but when we got there they were all gone. We wandered deeper into the park to try and find any evidence of them or the rats, but couldn't find much until we came upon a cave in the forest. It seemed to lead to a singular small cavern that wasn't totally empty. We saw a few burnt bodies of the rats that I must have killed through the portal during the attack. I knew I hit something. Other than that though, not much. But suddenly, inside the cave, everything went magically dark, and we all heard what sounded like a short breath and skittering, and when our vision returned, the rat bodies were gone. Once we were all out of the cave, I thought, maybe I could throw a message spell out into the dark, and I'd get a response. I did, and a creepy voice answered saying we fated heroes killed their pets, and now we were arch enemies. I don't know if they were kidding. The only glimpse I got of them was their reflective eyes as they perched on a tree in the dark before disappearing. We didn't really know what to do next, so we told Valu that the mission was completed and returned to the Red Raven Adventuring Guild to report our findings to Maud and Sham. Maud said we'd have to come up with an adventuring party name for tax purposes or something. I don't know. So we came up with the Fated Fates, combining the feeling of being brought together by fate during the graduation massacre and the insult of being pale that people just keep throwing at us. We were just about to tell Maud and Sham our decision when one was called to meet with Sham and some other people. She was met by a woman with pink hair and some elf with her. She was Arathia Burke, the bull or leader of the Onyx Obscurity. She called one Cornelia Rousseau and said she needed to come with her to take care of trouble back home as they left the guild hall. I never thought I'd see Arathia again, and all I know is that where she goes, big trouble follows.
With that, the table is yours. Sham just sits down and like kind of like takes his little smile, just like probably like you see like this little like whoosh, as he like teleports a like ale into his hand. So here, Evan.
Yeah.
Then he walks away. You see when he's walking away.
Smooth operator.
Yeah. When he walks away, it actually looks like as if he was walking towards you, but they reversed the speed. So he's like, and you start the beginning of the campaign. Terrence, you're in a little hole, and everybody else, you're going to graduation. No.
Ooh, all right.
Try that again, and because of
You
that,
can roll higher this time.
yeah. Right?
Yeah, maybe you'll finally get to light that cigarette.
Oh my god, no.
Oh my god. So he sits down, teleports an ale into his hand, and he kind of says, I hear you have information for me, and just kind of sits back with a little smile and starts to soup.
The mission or the Verano thing, which information are you looking for, I guess?
Well, I do know some information pertaining to what Maud told me, and since you've only just come back, maybe 2 hours ago, less than, that information hasn't been fully divulged to me yet.
Oh, we cleared the infestation, if that's...
We did.
And the other tidbit of another situation going on there what's all that about?
Codex, I think that's you. You were the one who talked to it.
Correct.
All heads turn.
She immediately just like shrinks in her seat. Her leg is like bouncing really hard, and she's like, yeah, and she like kind of like eyes back where the entrance was, where like one disappeared with the group TM. Yeah, we didn't find much about whoever was causing it, but I did talk to them a little.
Sean was just like kind of smiling, like kind of stroking his like chin a bit. And
so they said that we won and it's over and we killed their pet, which I apologized for because I didn't know that was their pet, and I don't know, maybe it was just like maybe I'm misunderstanding or something. Anyway,
when you say they're pets, do you mean the rats? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. Continue.
Okay. Yeah, so it said that we were pale, faded adventurers, and now we're their adversary. So
I mean, all good adventuring parties have an enemy, so I guess...
I was hoping you were saying nemesis.
A nemesis.
We have a good nemesis.
I was trying to find that word in my head and I couldn't find it, so thank you, God.
Thanks, God.
Thanks, God. All good adventuring parties have a nemesis, so...
At least one,
Success,
yes.
I guess, on that front.
Success in more than one way.
So yeah.
And what did this person look like, or?
No. So I
A shadowy figure.
What did this person look like? No. I don't think so.
Next question.
No, so I don't know what it looks like. It was up on a troll, but so I saw a little bit of it. I don't see well in the dark, and
What was it? Was it an ant or was it a person? That sounds kind of wrong, but you know what I mean.
It seemed to be humanoid.
It was a noun for sure.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, that's interesting information. So you think someone was behind the rat infestation? It wasn't just rats.
Oh, it had to be. With teleportation and everything, there's quite a few different portals, I would suppose, where the rats came out of.
Right, okay.
And it seemed to, it took all the dead rats with it.
It did.
And it was also collecting some sort of bile.
Yes.
Disgusting nonsense. I hold up the vial that I have with it.
Mm.
I don't know if you want
The
this.
vial in
but,
the pocket, yep.
Can I have it? Kind of outreaching his hand.
Yeah, sure. It was collected in like burlap sacks in the trees, and by the time we got there after fighting all the rats, it was gone. Collected or something. Were the sacks empty or were the sacks gone?
They were empty. Okay. There were a few that remained, but they were all empty.
Sacks?
Yeah.
It was just burlap sheets essentially hanging in the trees collecting this disgusting concoction. And there were quite a few of them. We figured it was just regurgitation from the rats, and then when we went to see them a few hours later, it was gone. All of it.
Interesting. Kind of see him like pocket into his like shirt pocket.
I know getting that vial was a good idea.
True, yes.
Oh, you're not getting more money for it, but...
I mean, I just knew it could be helpful. That's all.
Could be. It could also be nothing, but I
it's
appreciate
something,
the effort.
He was quite powerful too, it seemed. Whatever this being was. Did not like how dark he made it.
Sean kind of like twitches his head a bit, looking a little confused. Aren't you usually fine in the dark?
I am, which is why it was a little off-putting. I didn't know that is how dark something can get.
Advanced darkness.
Correct.
You mean...
It was magic darkness. It was a spell, probably.
It seemed as much.
Does it seem like this person maybe knew you?
Personally, I doubt it.
Maybe they just are doing it as a cover anyway. It's a good way to cover your tracks. Seems like this is what they were doing. Never mind that. We'll do some investigating with it and see what we can find. On to other news. I do have another mission for you. Fated Fates.
Is one just gonna be? You said she's gonna be gone for a little while. Is she gonna be all right?
She'll be fine. Some business.
She can take care of herself.
You all have pasts, so she has some things she just needs to tidy up.
Okay.
Codex, if you're not like cowering and not looking, like you probably notice Sean shoots you a look after saying that and then kind of looks back to the party.
Yeah, she's paying attention. She's not like scared. She's just anxious.
A little nervous, baby.
But in other news, with another potential mission for you, you will get paid handsomely. It does also pertain to information I know you're already looking for. Since we talked about it when I first picked you up in our fun little caravan, there is more headway on the Verano situation.
I see.
And as I know that you are already outside looking towards finding out more information about him, as so are we on the inside, I thought it might be best to have you head this potential mission. Well, with a little bit of help. And kind of like turns around and like looks at Maud, who's like probably yelling at like some group of adventurers who have like half a scroll that's burned.
It's the triple threat again.
No, it's not triple threat. Triple threat's amazing. Leave them alone. Sean kind of like looks over and then like kind of like rolls his eyes and like laughs. Maud would also be accompanying you because I do want to have at least someone on the inside. Oh, is that Codex?
Nothing.
I think that's a fantastic idea. I would love to get to know Maud more.
She's quite lovely.
Yeah,
to know
wouldn't
her.
we all?
I believe it.
Well, we're finding out all the details now. Feel free to roam around in the 10th as much as you want. I would say probably noontime tomorrow is when I'll have everything found out. But basically, the idea is you're going to be stepping in for the Red Raven Adventuring Guild as envoys for a fundraising gala. So you'd be representing us, which is also why Maud will be going, because Maud is highest rank.
I see.
But our leads so far are that Verano or Verano's men and or connections will be there. And we might also find out who Verano might be connected to there. Since a lot of higher-ups are going to be there, since it's going to be run by the Ku Conduit, which, if you don't know, which I assume you all should, is one of the Sept, aka the highest guilds in all of Zabraria. You know how much the guild fundings love to fund, so
Yes.
that is the idea. And we have a room set out for you. I think we do have 4 set out.
Excellent.
You can always just go up to Telemachus, and he'll give you keys.
Sounds like a plan.
All right.
Any other information we may need?
This moment in time, no. I do have a couple people coming to give me extra details, but noontime tomorrow, we'll be able to give you it all and then hopefully get you out. I do believe the gala's in 2 days.
Is it in this precinct?
No. But we'll be able to get you there faster if not.
So does this mean we're officially part of your guild now, Sean?
Not yet.
Alright.
Does this mean we have to dress up?
It does.
Ooh.
That is why tomorrow, after I give you all your information, we'll be bringing you to make you look a bit more put together.
Excellent.
Terrence kind of like runs his hand through his hair. It
No
gets,
work needs to be done.
I'm back.
I look perfect.
Greasy navy blue.
They give you X-Men. No, they give you the Fantastic Four suits. Like, when you grow big, it'll go with you.
Yeah.
It won't break. Yeah.
Science.
Probably with that, Sean kind of gives you a nod, and after telling you, to meet up at noon tomorrow, and kind of stands up and just kind of walks off to leave you to your own devices.
Wait.
Codex just
Codex stay like that. Wait.
No. Well, yeah, she's like, wait, and then, but she like stands up and like her knees like hit the fucking table, and she like almost shakes it, and she's like, can I talk to you? And she like studies the table. I just have to have a word with you like real quick.
Sure. Would you like to have it here, or would you like to have somewhere in private?
No. Private. It'll only take a second. I just have like a question and stuff.
Sure. Just follow me into the hall then.
Okay.
He kind of like walks, and he watches like the beer that was in his hand just kind of magically teleports away, and he walks kind of out into the hall, which there are some people, but not like anyone around.
So it's just the cool kids left at the table, am I right?
I'm
Terrence says this to both of you.
Shays.
Wash
Absolutely.
turns away.
So yeah, you follow Sean out into the hallway, Codex.
Okay. So I just like I think I was the only person that saw whatever the thing was that was up in the tree, maybe. I don't know. But I just wanted you to know that like when I did talk to it, it was in my head because I was casting message to talk to it. I don't know if that's important. But also when I did see it, I don't know if it could fly or what, but it was like up in the trees and really fast, and it had stars as eyes.
Stars as eyes, or like describe that to me.
Like starry eyes, like I don't know, it just looked like the night sky's eyes, I guess.
Like his eyes looked like looking up to the stars, or like the singular eyes were reflective as if they were stars.
I only saw it for like a second, but yeah, I think the first one you said.
So reflective eyes in the night. Interesting.
Yeah.
That's duly noted. Good to know.
Okay. And then the actual question that I have for you was, did you get a note back from from Rhea?
I did. They seem to be fine. I guess there was a lot of commotion up in the third. The culmination of what's going on at the school currently, other than just making sure there's more security around, they seem to be fine, still like kind of attending to their dorm and such.
Can I have the actual note though?
Yeah. And kind of like you see it appear in his hand and hands it over to you.
Cool. She just doesn't even look at it and shoves it in her pocket. Okay, thanks. I should probably get back to them.
Codex.
Yeah?
Don't mention to the Fated Fates, Arathia, okay?
Yeah. No, I wasn't planning on it.
He kind of like smirks and winks. Good girl. Walks away.
Just head back to the group.
You alright there, Codex?
Yeah, I'm fine.
One of these
Are you
days,
okay?
you and I can talk about our common friend that just left here.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, we all saw one leave.
Yes.
I like to think she's all of us.
She's definitely all of our friends, yes. The pink one was the one I was more interested in, but until then, maybe you have an idea of what V2 might eat? I don't know, he just keeps chomping down on metal bits.
He seems like he's enjoying it.
I think so.
Is that good for you?
What time is it?
It's probably like 2.
PM?
I'm awake. Where's the ladies?
In that case, let's go cause some chaos.
See, I'm looking forward to dressing up. I've never been to a fancy event, if you couldn't tell.
Really?
Thanks. I was hoping for a little more, like, a shock and
Terror.
Well, I found you in a
Terror.
bit of a quiet pit of a room, so
Isn't
it
it?
seemed like you'd been there for a minute.
Like a couple months or something.
Yes.
We don't expect Rano to come up top for this gala or whatever, right? I mean,
Usually.
I don't
No, it doesn't seem
anticipate
as
him leaving the underside, but if it's to show face and make good with connections, then maybe he'll actually be there.
You may send a representative.
Oh God, I swear if Vizrai's there, I'm gonna kick his ass.
Oh, I'll help. Don't know who this is, but
The
sounds
guy
like
I told
fun.
you about, the one that's the connection.
Oh,
At least
making
to
the
the-
knockoff whatever concoction thing. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, we could beat him
Why
for
didn't you
secret.
get us thrown out?
Oh, we're not gonna. I mean, Vizrai, I'll just like ask
take
for
him
a
to a
private
back room.
word, and then we'll see where it goes. If he's there, we don't even know if he's gonna be there. So I just hate that guy.
You know, if we put you in the correct outfit, you can look not like yourself, and if it is someone that would recognize you, they won't.
But I feel like I need a glow up.
We can handle that.
Prove that I'm doing much better without them.
Jesus.
I think you are. Also,
This is like a
she-
Mean Girls arc for Terrence.
I take off my glasses.
You're all styled.
Wow.
Oh my god. They were hot the whole time.
My goal in design and making Terrence was to be hot in a way that people like me would enjoy.
Terry's hot.
Really weird to say.
The people who like the scumbags of television. I don't know, I'm always... So we don't get our mission details until tomorrow, so what now? Team bonding?
Oh no, that's how about shopping? How about shopping? We can
Shopping
just
for what?
sort of wander around the tent. And
How much money did we get, by the way?
You should got 100 gold. Sorry.
Yes. Now that we've been paid, I might want to go back to the Iron Woman because...
I would too.
Terrence blushes. I think I have an idea for what I wanted to ask her for. Because last time it was just like an exploratory thing, and I got
Last time was literally like 2 hours ago.
yeah, 2 hours ago.
Correct.
But I thought of
let's-
something, so
Okay.
if y'all want to go there.
Absolutely. I'll lead the way.
All right, so you guys return to the Iron Woman to see Milla,
Yeah, we do.
Back to the Iron Woman.
who you saw 2 hours ago.
I grab her hand instantly. I'm just kidding.
You're like, hi.
Hey. So where are you staying, girl?
Back already, are we?
I thought of something in the 2 hours that had passed.
We've had some time to relax and clear our minds.
And
Okay.
get paid as well.
Correct. Yes. Yes.
You had a thing. Do you want to go first?
No, go for it. I just wanted to go see the Iron Woman again.
I appreciate that. I love any patrons coming in.
Excellent.
So when I was in 2 hours ago, we talked about enchanting weapons, and you could send them away to get them enchanted.
Correct, yes.
So my situation is rather peculiar because as of right now, you look at me and you say that person can't carry more than 10 pounds, right?
I don't know if I'd say I said that, but okay.
But you don't. But you see what I'm saying. So I am a
I hear what you're saying.
However,
Can't really see it.
I can also be very strong. I don't know how to explain this in a way that makes sense.
Magic.
Correct.
No, Terrence's eyes like they roll, but like it's in a way that isn't like at Milla. It's a way that's like frustration because this happens all the time. I'm a scientist, and I can regardless. I need a weapon that I can carry as me now, and a weapon that I can carry after a transformation that makes me stronger. If that makes sense.
I mean, anything I give you now that makes you stronger, of course you could be able, if you can carry it now, you'll be able to carry it when you're stronger, I would assume.
I'm thinking of something that can be tactical in both ways.
You're saying a lot of things, but not really describing anything that is making sense of something I can build for you. It's not giving.
It's not giving what it needs to give.
Giving what it needed to give.
Because I could give you a spoon that you can carry. Both ways.
Yes. So
Do you want it to get bigger when you get bigger?
What?
the enchantment, I was thinking of is something that could be small when I'm like this, and that could enlarge when I am also enlarged. I basically get bigger
So
and
you
get
use
stronger.
the enlarge spell.
No.
Yes.
See, I would show you, but then I won't be able, even more won't be able to explain what's going on.
They get very tall and muscular, and a little bit slower up here, but kind of faster everywhere else.
What if,
Kind of makes a face of like, okay.
So, Wash is really strong, right? She kind of like looks over at Wash.
I mean, I
Watch
say
it.
that.
I don't know.
What weapon is your weapon of choice?
Yes.
I don't know if you'd be able to carry that.
I'm just curious. What is your weapon of choice?
Hold on. And she kind of like walks to the back.
I'm also just very excited to see what this is.
I am too, yes.
No.
It's a giant hammer.
It's just a boulder.
She kind of like walks back out, and you see her holding what looks like a tiny hammer, like an anvil hammer, like a tiny anvil hammer. It's kind of close,
Like a ball peen hammer.
but it's like compared to her, it's really small.
Really? That's your weapon of choice?
Well, once I say the enchantment words, and she kind of like says something quick, and you watch go, and she,
That is what I need. I can handle it.
and it's huge. She kind of like boom, boom, like onto her, and she puts it like onto her shoulder, and you watch like what is like kind of like the small I don't know what shape you call that, but the shape of the top of the hammer becomes bigger and also spikier too at the top. Yeah, the head of it. I don't know.
Terrence's eyes are huge. Like, this is exactly what I was trying to explain.
Joyful tears, just like...
The problem is with the small descriptions of what you're saying from you and your lover is that
No.
Terrence is like, hella. I'm very flattered.
and you hear her say something again that makes it go down to like the size of what she would use for actually on the anvil. You have to be able to say the incantation. It's something quick. It's like maybe like 2 words. It sounds like that she's saying.
Get big.
Now, if you get slow up there and you say something wrong, it could. I mean, depending on the type of enchantment you want, it could make it explode, implode. If you mess up even a syllable.
The words could be simple, right? They could be also known by my compatriots here. They could tell Terry that.
Yes,
what
we
the
can do it
words
for
are.
you, maybe.
Okay, well, so if I told you to repeat the word I just said, or the words I just said, could you do that?
Could I repeat the words?
Roll an intelligence check.
Fucking new dice. 7.
Stink.
No, 8.
No. You were paying attention. You're like, I wasn't really paying attention.
I mean, could you say it again, maybe, so I could just repeat it back to you? I was kind of listening, but it was also it's your thing. I don't want to take your thing.
You're very distracting. We weren't quite listening.
I didn't say that.
She kind of like shifts her eye focus to like Codex and Washed out of like a little bit of uncomfortability.
I did.
I'm gonna wait outside. Just gonna walk outside.
Okay,
Wash.
I'm not sure if I did something. Well, I mean, could it be a like a simple word? Does it have to be that kind of incantation? No, can the incantation be like in the
Well, the words that I'm using are it's old primordial speak for basically enlarging.
Okay.
But you'd have to know it in the language and say it, depending on whatever arcane use you're doing. And you'd have to attune to it, which means you'd have to magically attune to it. And you rolled your eyes a couple times when I said the word magic, and you're doing it now. You're like, what?
No, I'm not.
Oh,
I
shit.
I mean, that's a magic object. As long, I mean, I don't do magic, but if I could probably, could I still attune to a thing? Do I have to be magic to do attuning to a magic item?
Not necessarily, no.
I'm not anti-magic. I just am not. I don't do it.
How much would something like this cost?
I'd say anywhere from 1,000 to 2. Cheapest.
That makes
Be
sense.
a lot of missions to go on.
Well, we've got to get busy.
Okay. Do you do a sort of payment plan?
You're gonna say that, you fucking asshole. Not
0 money down.
Not usually.
Does it help if we work for the guild? I mean, then you can hold me to it because it will be like attached to somebody that you can know. Okay.
No,
Or
sorry.
if you have anything that you need to get get done, we could always help you with that if you have anyone
This is
bothering
true.
you.
We are adventurers for hire.
Most people don't usually come in here trying to steal or anything. I used to wonder why, but I kind of understand. And she kind of like gestures to herself.
Yeah, I wouldn't steal from you.
No, correct, yes.
Okay, then I guess I will just put that on add that to my wish list.
On my Amazon.
My Amazon wish list.
My Amazon woman wish list. Gestures to her.
Yes, correct.
And I will come back to you when I have the money to pay for something like that, because it's very great.
Maybe
Thank
one
you.
day.
I'm very proud of my work.
You should be.
Thank you.
Watch is just in the corner like, well.
Anyway,
I'm glad I left. That's weird.
well, you wanted to look at some stuff too, right?
Oh, no, I'm fine.
I looked at what I needed to.
I did.
Okay.
I saw all I needed to.
Yeah, come back if you ever need, or anybody who needs any weapons.
Oh, we'll see you again, I'm sure.
Glad to hear it. Have a good day, and hopefully no trouble for you. I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Oh, Terrence.
Terrence. Maybe watch after their small
Yes.
frame.
Yes.
I mean,
I like your dog.
Thanks. Do you know what he eats?
Well, I've never met. I don't. Why would I?
I mean, I feel like you know more about metal than I do.
Oh, true.
I know how to work metal into a weapon.
you know how to make it into a dog toy.
Oh, that'd be fun.
I could.
That'd be fun.
I could figure something out.
I could.
Probably.
I'm sure he would love that.
That was me asking if I could purchase a dog toy.
Oh, like right now.
Yeah, right.
What kind of dog toy?
I don't know, a bone or something.
Oh, you don't want like something to use during combat? I mean, he
I
seems
mean,
like
that could work
Be a
too.
dagger.
Oh my
Bone-handled
god.
dagger.
Morning Star.
Oh my god.
You know what?
Yeah.
Can we just like mod?
Swinging on the chain.
I love it.
just a regular greatsword.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're gonna give the dog a sword?
Why not?
It's like that one vine with the like, drop the knife.
Are you making Sif right now?
I am.
I love Sif. Sif is my favorite in Series 70.
Like he's
I
gonna
just
come back
had
and we're
an
just gonna
idea.
mod her dog.
I
And
I
like,
just had an idea. If V2 carries it, you can just pick it up when you're big.
True.
if I remember to do that, we'll see.
I don't want to experience Tara going, drop it.
I get stuck in a loop when the dog's like not listening to me because it's not attuned to Terry. It's only attuned to
Hey,
Terry.
drop it. Yeah.
Put it down.
Come
on,
That's only
why?
50 gold. So.
Put it down.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck it, sure.
She gets your great sword. It's kind of like this large metalwork steel that has her insignia at the bottom of the hilt, and then it's just kind of wrapped in leather, like kind of like a probably more of like a chestnut brown leather on the hilt.
Alright, thanks. I'm gonna take this outside with the boy and
The boy.
test run.
Yeah,
Okay.
great sword, my
Alright.
boys.
I will come back to you when I have 1,000 gold.
We'll probably
could
see
be
you before
2,000.
then.
Okay.
I'm sure we'll have other needs before that arrives.
Good to hear. What was the name of your group again?
The Faded Fates.
Well, Faded Fates. Always good to have your patronage, even if it's twice in one day within a 2 hours span of time.
You know, we're new to the area.
Yeah.
And we're
Fair
very
enough.
excited by having this so close to where we can visit.
Well, I appreciate that.
And then I'm gonna leave.
All right, so you guys head out.
I heard that one of the members of Rogue Con actually was a brand ambassador for one of the metalsmiths. Maybe I could do the same thing.
You need a sword? I got it.
Here's the idea.
Gotcha.
Here's the idea. I'll come back to her with this at some point. You could look like this, and then I could drink the potion, and then also be Terry, and then that's like.
Oh,
the
kinda
Iron
like
Woman
a-
makes you like this and makes you strong, and it's
Kinda
like a whole
like
thing.
alchemists hate him.
Before, yeah.
Yes,
Before and after,
yes.
kind of.
Is this like a? Are we gonna do like an Anchor Arms ad campaign?
Yes!
Oh.
This will be great. At least it'll get me maybe it'll get me a discount or something. This is, I'm gonna think
Brand
on this.
ambassadorship.
I'm gonna be a brand ambassador.
While y'all are doing that, Codex, what are you doing outside?
Well, she probably tries to read the note.
You sure attempt to.
Yeah, she sure does try, and she's like, fuck this. And then she shoves it back in her pocket, and she just kind of like is people watching.
You see a little heart on it. There's like a little heart at the end.
Okay, that makes her smile at least.
Aww.
Then she is probably just people watching and trying to figure out where the closest post office is.
Okay, yeah. Roll perception.
Okay, that dice fell off my desk. Cool. It's not good.
What is it?
It's not good at all. An 11.
You probably see like a Lightfoot run by, actually.
Start running after him.
Hi. What? I gotta go somewhere.
Yeah, no, I know you're super busy. I used to work for you guys. Where's your home base? Where's the post office?
Oh, right down there. Take a left. You'll see the big flag outside. You know the one.
Awesome. Good luck. Don't get mugged.
What? Runs off.
Turns corner, gets mugged.
Hey! Hey, mail boy!
We've been waiting for these Lightfoots. She cursed me.
I'm trying to catch you boys all day.
I'd like to buy some of your chocolate. Do you go there?
Well, I'm gonna wait for everybody to come out. I'm just gonna be like, bye.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, you probably see Terrence kind of walking out like, and she's like, "It's okay." That's like walks out with a great sword and a dog.
Can I try and hold the greatsword?
Shay ruffles her hair as soon as she gets
sure.
there.
Is it really heavy?
Yeah. It's like,
Great sword
What's your
is like
strength?
10 pounds?
6.
yeah, you're taking this thing. Yeah, it's
I mean, yeah.
the most
this
you can do is like Captain America in what is that, Age of Ultron, where he like kind of like pulls Mjolnir just a sec, like a bit.
I hold it up straight into the ground.
No, you don't.
I can't hold it, like balance it on the tip on like into the ground and hold it like that.
You can. Would you let someone just a very nicely sharpened greatsword hold it like that into the fucking stone cobbled ground?
I don't use swords.
No.
I'm holding it up. Does it make me look cool?
That's not,
No.
that's not a good idea.
I hand it back.
Yeah, thanks. Can you hold this?
He kind of like puts it in his mouth.
It's gonna be hard.
Like it's like dragging him from like the edge of the tip.
Maybe we
Probably should have
can
tested it
link
beforehand.
it to the back of it. There's got to be some sort of pocket we can shove it near on.
I don't
so
want to
it
think about
touches.
that.
V2's head just kind of like cocks like, and he goes,
It's going to be a bit difficult to go through alleyways with a giant sword in its mouth.
If we made it its tail.
I can just keep this if you want to hold it.
Well, I mean, I got it for him.
For the dog?
It's not yours, Codex. It's for him.
The dog wanted
Wait,
a chew toy.
Wait, you got it for the dog?
Yeah, I thought it'd be cool.
Not wrong.
No, it's really cool. I just I don't know if it's gonna work.
Yeah, whatever. We have a cooler dog now.
You could use the sword, I guess. Okay, chill.
But now we have a sword.
Okay.
Did you see
Team
anything?
sword.
It's a team sword on the dog.
We changed your name.
Team sword.
Team Sword Dog.
It's all just so I could say sword more in this accent.
Sword. You just gotta have the sword.
Sword.
Right.
Did you see anything fun out here, Codex?
No, but I did see a Lightfoot, so I know where the post office is. And if you guys aren't like super against it, I'd like to just pop in really quick and send some mail.
Oh. Alright. Yeah, I don't think we're doing anything else right now. I don't even remember last time I went to a post office. Fascinating.
Okay. Also, Terrence, if you just want, like, your weapon, if you want to have, like, a small weapon now, I can try and learn that spell to make it bigger.
Maybe. I would need a... I mean, yeah, if you could learn it, then we could makeshift this by ourselves. That'd be great.
Yeah, I don't know if I can learn it, but I could try.
All right. We'll tag team this. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
Terrence like points to his head.
Alright, so, post office?
I suppose, yes. You get to be in charge of the V2 with the giant sword. I don't know how to work.
And just gnaws on the hill.
A little bite mark through it. Lead the way, Codex.
This is gonna pop off. This is gonna pop off in combat, and I hope we all know that. V2's gonna get every kill. It's gonna be awesome. Doing flips and shit. Yeah, I'll just start heading towards the post office.
Alrighty, so you make your way kind of towards where the Lightfoot was pointing towards. taking it to the left, and then you see what looks like this like large flag that has what looks kind of like the symbol of Zabraria, but it's kind of like etched and changed a little with like a little mouse like letter symbol. Outside of this like quaint little government building made of stone and wood.
Sick. Yeah, I'm just gonna go up to the desk clerk or whatever, and I still have all of my stuff, so I'm just gonna flash my old Lightfoot badge.
So when you there's probably people outside the door that you have to like kind of like show to go in, and they kind of like open the door for you because there are like posted vol multitude guards that are kind of stationed there to like protect. Once you open the wooden doors and the rest of the Faded Fates fall behind you, you walk in to see the clerk that is behind the desk is someone you actually know. Phoebe is sitting there. For everybody else, she looks like a tan human girl with kind of brown hair. She is kind of sitting there with a smile, blue eyes, and just, oh, Codex.
Hi, I thought you worked in a different district.
I was covering the third, if you remember. We only met briefly that time.
Right, yeah. Great to see you again.
Yes, good to see you as well.
I was...
Yeah. I was just coming in to send some stuff. I just want to send a letter to my parents to let them know that everything's fine and I probably won't be home for a while.
Sure. Do you need parchment and a quill?
Well, I mean, if you could just, like... I don't need to write it. You could just send it off to them. That would be fine. I wasn't going to make it, like, anything beyond that. It was just, you know, hey, everything's good.
Sure. Let me just write down what the message is. And she kind of gets a piece of paper and a quill ready. Inked.
Cool.
She's just like, hey, everything's okay. I'm fine. I have a new adventuring party. I won't be home for a while.
They haven't died yet.
Nobody's died.
No one has. I want to be clear. No one has died.
Do you want me to underline that? Oh.
No. So after I'm like, I probably won't be home for a bit. Love Codex. I think that's fine. I think that gets the point across.
Right, yeah, we can get that sent off. She kind of like hands it to somebody behind her to kind of like send that off. So an adventuring party, that's... I didn't realize you left the Force.
The Force. Saren's whispers to Shay.
Yes, it seems a little more official than I had.
Yeah, I mean, I handed in my resignation, like, to you, I thought.
Oh, is that what that was? I couldn't really tell with all the scribbling on it.
Oh, yeah, no, but that was you were like, you can keep your uniform, which, like, are you sure you want me to keep all of this stuff? 'Cause...
Yeah. Oh, I do remember that now that you say. Sorry, it's been kind of a whirlwind. I'm only supposed to be here for a bit because I'm going to, I'm being a representative in, there's a fundraising gala that's happening in, I think, 2 days. And I'm being one of the representatives for the Lightfoots.
Cool.
Yeah.
Seems everyone's going to this gala.
Oh, are you going as well?
Yeah, we were
invited,
representing
yes.
The Red Raven Adventuring Guild.
Correct.
Oh, so you're doing RAG. Interesting, okay.
It's rag.
It's rag.
Are you riding the rag?
I'm on the rag.
It's actually, the R's are silent, it's just ag.
We're part of the ag.
Actually, the G is silent as well.
There are lots of you going. Is there going to be kind of like quartet of guards with you? Or no?
No.
I only asked because the last gala, I didn't go, but I heard all about it, was the Red Ravens and the Blue Crows did not have a amicable end when they both got kicked out.
Oh,
They got kicked out.
interesting.
I mean, we have no personal beef with anyone else.
Correct. We're technically not quite part of the guild. We're
not
just
part of the
working
guild.
for
We-
them.
I mean,
We're not
hired.
officially. We're just working for Sean at this point.
No, I think once we give them our name, we're officially part of the guild. That's not the point of this conversation. They got kicked out last time. Did they
Got
like
into
fight
a
each other?
yeah.
So it's much more exciting than I thought it would be.
Do you know what they were fighting about?
I wasn't there.
Oh yeah, you said that. You know, who would know what they were fighting about? Probably Sean.
Probably fine.
She kind of like narrows her eyes for a second. Find her glasses.
Are you going to be the only representative there for the post office?
Not the only one, no. But technically, since we are an offshoot of the Naramont Society, there will also be some of the heads that... the pool might be there, I'm not sure.
Oh, interesting. I would love to meet more of these very influential people.
Yeah, I guess so. Everybody roll perception. No, insight.
Natural 20.
Terrence knows everything Shay doesn't.
What did Shay get?
6.
Oh my god, I also got a 6.
Hey!
11.
11.
Hey!
Terrence. Secrets for Terrence.
Yay! Secrets!
Secrets.
Codex and Shay are just chilling. And Wash is distracted by V2.
Wash is heading towards the door to go smoke a cigarette.
Yes. I'd like if any conversation anyway, you don't want to be part of this one.
Wait.
Codex, you really just get to keep your entire outfit.
Huh? What?
You get to keep your entire outfit. They just let you hold on to it.
They're custom fitted.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so.
Expensive. Fancy.
What was your name again?
Phoebe.
Phoebe. Do you mind if I take a piece of paper and a pen so I can write a letter real quick?
Sure.
Thanks. And Terrence is just gonna go to the other side of the room and write a
Dear
letter.
Mom.
That was literally gonna be it. It was gonna say, "Hey, Ma."
Kind of looks like grandma.
That's it. Yeah, he's just gonna go over to the other side of the room. And,
Start writing the letter.
he's also gonna rip off a corner of
Gotcha.
the page to write a different note.
Okay.
Wash is now right outside smoking a cigarette next to one of the guards.
Gotcha.
Phoebe, I actually have a question. Do you know what, if any of the nobility is going to be there?
Nobility. I don't know if... Do you mean Guillaume and his family? Or do you mean just nobles from the 5th? Or nobles around, excuse me.
Just like the big names, on our delivery list, all the big names on our list.
I believe the fundraising gala is happening in the 9th, which isn't too far of a travel. So I do know that it's most likely... it's most likely going to be headed by Lady Seraphima, who is the... lady, but lord of the 9th. Probably other nobles from the surrounding precincts, so probably from the 10th and the 8th. I doubt anybody from elsewhere. I'm not sure.
Okay, I was just curious.
What are you going to wear, Phoebe?
Oh, probably something like this. She's kind of just wearing what looks like a dress, almost like a barmaid's dress, kind of, but a bit more fancier with shoulders up. And it's just what she sits behind the clerk desk as.
Oh, I see. Maybe I'll have to rethink my wardrobe. Interesting.
I mean, most likely I'll just be doing a lot of welcoming and I'm kind of working when I'm there, so
I see.
I don't think it's necessarily something I should be wearing a full gown to.
Fair enough. As a representative, that makes sense.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, since we get to be guests, I think I might dress up a bit more.
And that sounds fun. What would you wear?
We'll find out. Not much, probably.
Oh.
Just one of them guys.
Yeah, one of them galas.
Yeah, she's just kind of like that.
Clothes can be quite uncomfortable. The cut really makes it more freeing and breathable.
Oh. Okay.
Yes. We look forward to seeing you there.
Okay. She kind of blushes a little bit.
Did she give me an envelope as well?
She did not. You just says paper and a thing.
Can I have an envelope, please?
I can always put it in for you.
No, I mean, I like to write on the outside of the envelope. That way she knows it's from me.
Oh, I thought that was funny. She's like, okay, loser. Your mom.
You just love your mommy. Oh.
We don't know if you're ready to your mom. Sure. Yeah.
Thanks. He's gonna fold up the letter and put it. I'll write it up separately, but it's genuinely just a note to his mom being like, "Hey, I got in some trouble. I'm gonna be home for a while, but I'm fine." And then he's gonna put it in the envelope and hand it over.
All right.
Thank you.
So then for both of you, that should only be, it's about 5 silver for post.
Perfect. I hand over 5 silver.
And can I have the quill back?
Do I get an
Oh,
employee
yeah.
discount?
You're not an employee anymore, unfortunately.
Shit. I knew it was a mistake to leave my day job.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, just Terrence hand this to Shay. Excellent.
May I see what it says?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I don't know. I don't know. Wait, I want to show you.
Okay.
I want her to read it first, but.
Well, then I guess I will see you all there. I didn't get all your names, I'm sorry.
Oh, Terry.
Oh, I'm Shay.
Shay. Okay.
Yes.
And then the other one outside, and the dog?
Oh, he left.
Don't worry about them.
He's outside.
Yeah.
Don't worry about them.
Yes.
We should go.
Okay. Well, then I see you in 2 days.
Sounds good.
Okay, bye.
Alright, so you guys walk outside.
Do you want to read it out loud?
What is that say?
So Terrence.
Would you want? Can I read? Do you want me to read it in my voice?
Oh, please.
Like
Yes.
it's an overlay of like
Yes.
whatever the fuck.
Oh, I love it. This is a note that Terrence handed to Shay very sneakily.
This lady is suspicious. Seems like a snitch. Maybe for Verano, she's gonna be at the gala, so it's possible. But P.S. This is not like Old Maeve.
I swear, it's not like Old Maeve.
Right.
I love it. I love it.
Alrighty. What else you guys doing? Are you guys kind of like having a easy night?
I mean, Shay wants to discuss the note with Terrence as they wander back to the guild hall, I guess.
Do you like fall back to? Like I want to keep it separate for now. I'll probably tell you guys.
Yeah,
something,
yeah.
but
It makes sense because Terrence and Shay have their little buddy cop thing going on.
We do.
It's
It's so unexpected. I really did. Is it just because we're sitting next to each other? I think the
Yeah,
vibes
it's so good.
It's incredibly powerful.
So you guys are heading back to the guild hall?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. Alright.
So I guess Terrence and Shay are like following behind a bit. Yeah. Were you gonna say something, Codex?
Yeah, but not to you.
No, these two. They're falling in the back.
As we're walking, she probably kind of like falls into step behind Wash, and it's like a really awkward gait for her.
She keeps flat
But she's
tiring.
like,
Yeah.
She's like, "Hey, so I know you don't necessarily like talking to anybody, which is fine. But I've been interested since the whole graduation thing. How do you fight exactly?"
Well, first, you can walk next to me.
Okay.
Alright, yeah, I punch things real good.
Like Terry, but worse.
But yeah, I feel like I noticed like in the last fight that we were in, like you not against the rats, the other thing when we were fighting the guys, you're more focused on like grappling people than like punching them. Is there like a reason or like?
Well, I mean,
It's my archetype.
Super strong.
it's easier to choke someone out than to knock them out.
Oh.
That's right. Yeah.
Hot.
Really?
She like processes that for a second, and she's like, "Okay, so then why don't you? Well, I guess that makes sense. But if you're like punching people and stuff, why don't you wear like brass knuckles or something?"
I don't really like how they feel and they kind of restrict finger movement.
I get it.
I do too.
This guy gets it.
Shay gets
For
it.
grappling, you can't do this impressive.
Yeah, I get it. Grappler. I mean, sorry.
Yeah.
Or him.
Lots of
Or them.
grappling.
I was just curious.
You know, I've been thinking about this. Do you want to learn how to write? Or at least read? Because it seems pretty
Why are you
inconvenient.
saying this? We're
They're
Terrence are way
having a little
better.
discussion. They're having a little.
Little love track
Inspiring.
Yeah, I mean, eventually, I guess. It just was never really super important, and then, like, school was expensive, so I just didn't anymore.
I mean, I was homeschooled, so it doesn't have to cost anything.
Yeah, I mean, my dad didn't really have a lot of time to, like, teach us stuff, so...
I'm currently offering to teach you how to read and or write.
Yeah, I think that would be helpful. I feel like... Yeah.
Oh.
Right.
But you don't have to, like, if you don't want to. I know you don't necessarily, like, being around people as much anymore.
It's
Big, angry, antisocial plus
Little
small,
boy.
excited, very social.
And then we have sexy, powerful wife and little rat boy husband.
This is the dynamics.
It's a very Morticia and Gomez over there.
it's not that I don't like talking to people or being around people. It's just I don't like being around idiots who inconvenience me.
Okay. I mean, as long as it's not inconvenient then, I mean, yeah, I think it would be important.
I mean, not knowing
No.
how to read could inconvenience me in the future. So I'm just gonna
Because I hate reading.
cut that off at the pass.
Okay, yeah, I get that, and it has kind of been an issue in my past as well, but like I found workarounds. My only concern with learning everything is that like if I ever do like if the adventuring thing doesn't work out and I go back to the post office, I was basically allowed to deliver like sensitive documents because they knew I couldn't read them.
Oh yeah, you don't have to tell anyone that you can read.
Yeah, I just don't know how I would fake it.
Just don't like open up their documents and then read it. You just put it in your pocket.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. I don't know. I get nervous about lying and stuff like that sometimes. But yeah, okay. Yeah, I think it would be good.
Alright.
Thanks.
Yeah, no problem. Where the fuck did they go?
The whole time
Meanwhile-
way back.
Yeah, so what are you guys talking about, Shay and Terrence?
So you don't like her? What do you think is going on?
Okay, listen.
Yes.
So she was giving me these eyes the whole time, and they were
Like
she seemed-
sexy eyes?
No, not like sexy eyes.
Oh, okay.
If someone is like nervous and they're seeing something, like she seems like she was nervous to like look at me, which is why I think that there might be a tie. And if Verona was connected to somebody and she's going to be at the gala, then it might be the whatever,
So you think she recognized you from something?
or I matched a description that could have potentially been given to her.
Possibly, yes. You've never met her before, you sure?
No, I've never met her before.
Interesting. I mean, it would be a good representative to send because she would be very unexpected, especially representing the postal service.
And how better to find someone than have someone at the postal service where everyone sends mail and knows everybody.
What?
Everyone uses the postal service. People know where everybody lives. It's like the documentation of everything.
I mean, how often do you send letters to your mother, though?
I mean, I haven't in a while.
Yes.
Hence the reason I just did that. But
Yeah. I mean, he could just have eyes and ears everywhere. He seems pretty powerful.
yeah. Oh,
Albeit not very smooth.
but either way, I didn't like the way she was looking at me. And the old Maeve thing fell through, and she clearly wasn't in. I mean, we
Yes.
still don't know, actually.
I think we might kind of know at this point with the
We
shadowy
don't know.
figure just kind of taking off and then Old
Okay.
Maeve was still there.
Have we seen Old Maeve and the shadowy figure in the same room?
I think you might just have to let that one go, Terrence.
Either way, it's not the same thing.
Alright.
There was definitely something up, and she was
Eye banging you, yes.
maybe not that, but yeah.
Oh, alright, well. I mean, scripts. But we'll see her again at the gala. And maybe we can. If you get those same sort of feelings, we can try to corner her and get the truth out of her.
How
We
do,
can
we,
be-
how do you do that?
Oh, I can be persuasive.
Okay. I can be intimidating, I think.
I've seen it, yes. You can get big and bulky and muscular.
Terrence sweats.
Instant beads.
Okay, the reason I gave that message to you was because I'm a little. I don't think Wash likes me very much, and I don't feel like Codex would turn on the postal service. She seemed like she knew that person, and
She's also not great at keeping her mouth shut, if you remember.
Yeah, that too.
Yes, it's...
especially and if it's a tie to somebody that she knows as well as in a situation
True.
that she knows. I don't know
Yes.
if I wanted to bring that up just yet.
I mean, yes, of all of us, I think I probably am the best one to keep it quiet, to be honest.
I feel like you're the one who like listens to me, so thanks.
Of course.
But keep this between us for now, and then we'll see her at the gala or whatever.
Yes, it should be interesting. I wonder who else we might bump into there. And if you recognize anyone else as soon as we get there, please let me know and we can figure it out.
All right. we'll
Catch
kinda
up with
catch up with everybody.
Alrighty. Proper
Wait, before they catch up.
Oh, sure.
There's like this pause, and then Codex is just like, before you left, did Phoebe give you any weird vibes?
Not that I know. She seemed like she was doing her job.
Okay, because she was really weird when I left my job back for, like, she gave the vibe that she, like, knew something I didn't. But, like, she seems super normal there, so I don't...
How was she acting?
Well, when I was turning in my uniform and everything, she was like, just like, she had this, like, there was just this feeling that, like, she knew something about me that, like, she shouldn't or something. And then I was like, here's my uniform and, like, my badge and whatever. And she was like, oh, just keep it. Isn't that weird?
Can I make a suggestion?
Sure.
Get rid of the badge and the uniform.
Okay.
Oh, that was easy.
I was holding on to them because, like, I didn't know if I was gonna go back, but also, like, I don't know, could be useful as, like, a disguise, I guess. We can get into a lot of places if we just say we're here to deliver something.
Or it could be both somehow.
People do that?
Yeah.
Maybe we could check it before I throw it away just to see if we can be sure.
Or you could just stash it somewhere.
Oh yeah, I could leave it in our rooms now that we have rooms at the...
Alrighty, so you guys make your way back into the Red Raven Adventuring Guild. You guys are going to the tap room, or are you just calling it a night? What do you do?
I think we can call it a night. We've had a good amount of booze for the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Anything anybody wants to do during the nighttime alone?
Let me check my skills.
It says here none.
Yeah, 0.
None here. Yeah, I don't have anything to do.
Alright. Do you guys want to just skip forward to your meeting with
Yeah.
Sean the next day?
Why not?
Alright, you get kind of actually escorted. You get pulled in there where there's that long, like, meeting table where you see Maud sitting near the head, and then Sean's at the head and kind of gestures you all to seat. So as you guys all sit down, Sean kind of just says, alright, well, we have information, and then after this, you and our lovely Maud will be picking out outfits, I guess we'll say, to get you in the gala looking all good and representing.
Excellent.
So it is going to be a fundraising gala for metalworking and sheets for the local Artificers of the Ninth. I don't know if you know this, but the Ninth's biggest export is their metalworking and any artificy that happens there. It is going to be hosted by Lady Seraphima. I'm going to say for all of you, roll a perception check.
Switch my die. 12.
12. Terrence and Codex?
19.
19.
Damn.
17.
So Seraphima, that is not like, not that it's a common name, but that does not sound like a surname. And if she's like, usually it's like Lord Smith, like it's usually the surname. So I'm just gonna say that out loud.
I don't recognize the name at all, I'd assume.
No, it's a first name, so.
This lady goes by her first name for everything?
Usually, yeah, but I mean, if you want to know completely, her name is Lady Seraphima Rousseau.
Oh, we don't know it. It was in a
No, you
different
don't.
Ah!
Things you need to know about the gala. Lots of very wealthy, expensive people are going to be there. Probably some lesser nobility, as in not from the Fifth, but some things to know. Verana's connection to this is what we've pray told through the grapevine. That means, most likely, if you know anything about poisons and nobility, usually people take poisons to kill other nobles. So really what we need you to do is be representatives just for us here, since this is going to be a fundraiser for the Guild of Artificy, and we want other guild people to be showing up since we are all technically funded by the Coup Conduit. Being hosted by Lady Seraphima, since Artificy is the biggest exporter of the Ninth. I do believe it might be in her keep. Basically what you want to do, just be representatives, but whatever information you can find of who Verana might be connected to, what kind of poison he's using, And if you can find a target, as much reconnaissance as you can to figure out what's going on. Try not to make a big name of yourself there.
Terrence raises his hand.
Terrence.
Why was there a fight last time?
What?
The Red Raven Adventuring Guild and the Blue Crows got into a fight the last time there was a thing, apparently. So we've heard today.
Sean's kind of like brow furrows and then looks over to Maud, and Maud goes, "It was nothing, it was all sorted out, just forget it.
I heard they got kicked out.
It was fine." Codex, your hands raised.
2 questions, actually. Are weapons allowed? Like, are we gonna have to stash stuff, or is it like an open carry situation? And then is magic allowed?
So, technically, no, for both, unless you are a performer. But none of us are going as performers, we're all going as representatives, but we are having a way for you to conceal your weapons. We're going to have it stashed somewhere. They won't be on your persons, but they will be somewhere that if you need them, you can get them. But again, hopefully there shouldn't be any situation that you're getting into a fight. Kind of gives Maud this darted look, and Maud's like,
Terrence leans back so as to not make eye contact with Maud.
but we'll have them stashed somewhere. As for magic, no, technically.
No magic is fine by me. I can still get my stuff in, so.
I would like them to try and find any of my weapons.
What if there's a sign that says no outside food or drink?
I'll say...
No, you don't understand. This isn't food or drink. This is drugs.
It's not drugs.
Oh, that's fine.
I mean, kind of it's drugs, I guess. It's like drugs, but it's not drugs.
I'll just say, try your best to not make anything happen. If something does go down, make it look like your hero stepping in to save whatever's happening, okay?
Oh, we can do that.
Because I assume one of you is going to start something. Maud's like, that will not be happening.
If you were to put money on who was going to start something,
Wash.
who would you put?
It'd be you.
Me?
Yeah, you'll do something stupid, fuck everything up.
Me? Do something stupid? I don't think so.
Maybe loud, this one.
Loud.
If someone looks at you the wrong way, I feel like you might start throwing hands there. You just like a good time.
Smoke a cigarette. It'll be fine.
Sure.
Didn't there cause a fight the last time?
Yes, it did.
Also, you'll be
Yes,
deep
multiple
inside
times.
that, like, she calls it a keep, but it's basically a castle, the polish wall, which is what it's called. It's pretty intricate and deep, and you're probably going to be in whatever ballroom, which is somewhere deep in the castle, so you can't just walk out for a cigarette, unless you're walking out to the balcony, which is fine, but still somewhere that's not easily escapable.
So yes, my money is on Wash, really.
Yeah, it's not looking good.
We'll keep it together. Probably.
We'll drink a lot. I'm sure that will help.
To not cause a scene? Anyway. We'll keep each other in check. That's all I can say.
We'll be taking you out right after this to get you dressed.
Perfect.
Well, fitted. Dressed tomorrow when you go.
Anything else that needs to be noted?
No, not necessarily. Unless you have any questions. Pretty simple. Alright, well then, Maud, would you like to lead them to go get fitted? Okay. And she kind of stands up, wipes her brow. Follow me, fitted fates. So she just starts kind of takes you out of the guild hall and starts walking around town if you guys want to have any RP.
So what did happen?
Idiots were being stupid.
Is there a reason you don't like the Blue Crows, or that they're idiots, or did they just steal your name?
No, people were part of our guild were being idiots as well as the Blue Crow.
Oh. Was it
Technically,
just
the
like
Blue Crows and the Red Ravens are sister guilds, so
Excellent.
we shouldn't have so much animosity towards each other, but we do.
It's like a friendly competitive rivalry that got a little out of hand, or...
No. She kind of just turns and starts walking.
Okay.
The other thing too is this is all while she's walking to basically like a tailor. I will not be going as myself, I'll say, to this party.
Oh, and you're going as?
Well, I do have a bit of magic myself. You see her like fingers kind of like twinge with electricity. And usually I go as a representative of the Red Raven Adventuring Guild's patron, a funder. Totally fictitious, all made up, but I'm known as Lady Leandra.
Oh, excellent. I look forward to meeting her.
It's just me. So I have a whole disguise and everything that will be taken for the day, but then you will all be yourselves as the Fated Fates. The 4 of you. Don't make mention of one. All right, so she leads you to what looks like this really fancy like tailor that has like all these like fabrics and different suits and dresses. So yeah, you guys end up having like a little try on to pick your own gala outfits. Yeah, you clean up well. Well, hopefully we can all be chatty, keep our happy faces on, and figure out some things tomorrow.
Absolutely.
All right, well then we're leaving tomorrow by carriage, I believe, sunrise.
Excellent, we'll be ready.
Okay. Well, fated fates, I'll see you tomorrow then. You know your way home. And she just walks out. She like leaves like a bag of gold to like the tailor, just walks out. Does anyone want to do anything the night before or just want to go straight to sunrise?
I'm fine with going straight to.
I'm gonna say
straight to sunrise.
Yeah.
All right.
I will say that I know we're like checking our bags, so to speak, when it comes to our weapons and such. But Terrence has a flask on him that has the potion in it, or not the potion, but the serum in it.
Noted.
6 a.m. I'm waking Terrence and Shay up.
No,
Shay's into it.
Terrence locks his door.
Shay's probably already up, actually, because she does just trance. So,
Yeah.
like, you probably walk in and she's just, like, scribbling in a notebook.
I slide.
I have to go get. What, go ahead, Vic.
No, you say what you're gonna say.
Oh, I have to go get Terrence to wake up. Are you still up for the run?
Always, yes.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go get Terrence.
There's a note in front of the door that says,
No, thank you.
Do not disturb.
yeah, there's a do not
That's cool. I'd like to insert DW meme here. That's not gonna stop me because I can't read and I knock on the door.
He doesn't know that, I guess, so it's like Shay's turn.
You don't.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Yes.
He's not gonna stop me because I can't read. Oh my god.
Oh, amazing.
She will pull the note off and then knock on the door and be like, Terrence, I think someone left a note on your door for you. Also, it's time to go for the run.
No response.
It's cool. I cast message through the door.
Terrence is dead.
I like that that's the response.
You can't. I don't think you can reply to this spell unless you're alive. So.
I'm beyond the grave.
Good grief.
The grave.
The grave.
I'm beyond the grave in there.
Shay said she's gonna take my spot in the running today. We have a lot to do. I'm sure I'll get plenty of exercise.
There's like
a long pause.
And then you just hear Codex like yelling through the door. Do you want the note that was left for you though?
I left it for you.
Oh, right. Silly me. I'll take it with.
Terrence pulls the covers over his head and rolls over.
Okay. So you guys go
Try to
ahead.
go find Shay and we go for a run.
Yeah, she stretches before and after.
Shay, I'm gonna give you inspiration die for that.
Yeah.
Or inspiration, not inspiration die.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
I'm not a bard.
So
What are we
I did the
doing?
run last time and I don't
Athletics
get inspiration.
or acrobatics?
You didn't stretch.
You didn't stretch it.
Yeah.
Or
Also, you were.
Wait, do I get inspiration?
No, you do it every day.
Mhm.
Shay's not gonna get it every day. I'm just giving
What?
Shay.
Fair.
Shay could have said no. And you know what? Shay said sure. So this
Yeah,
time, Shay gets
Shay's
inspiration.
down.
Fine. Okay, so the key to inspiration is yes anding. I see.
Yeah. I give them out randomly for fun things. I'm like, yeah, you chose something that's
Yeah.
different and fun.
I
Not that Shay
know
can't run, but like, I just like that Shay did it.
But fuck it, yeah. Shay'll party with Codex.
Yeah, as we're stretching, I'm probably just like, well, since Terrence isn't coming, we can do the full workout instead, because I feel like you can keep up.
Ooh,
So,
let's do it.
yeah, I start with the 6-mile run, and then I usually do like weights or something, but we don't really have that, so I guess like,
I'm sure we can find something.
Biometrics works.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh wait, did you wake him up at 6 or do you want to like? Because sunrise is 6:30.
Shay's been up.
I think Codex gets up at 5 a.m.
All right, so then you guys can do like an hour and 30 if you want.
Yeah.
Or an hour and 30 minutes to get ready. So Maud kind of like walks up to you all if you guys all meet in the tap room. So you guys all kind of shuffle into one of the Red Raven Adventuring Guild carriages, very similar to the one that Sean picked you up in. And Maud kind of just shuffles you in and sits down as you guys kind of start making your way there. A couple things. With your weapons, we will have to give them up. They know, of course, we're bringing them. We're an Adventuring Guild. Well, they know you are bringing them. I'm not. Do any of you have any way of masking anything? They do a scan via magic.
I mean, do you think they'll pick this up? I pull out my flask. This is what I use. No magic involved.
It's debatable. I mean, it's debatable.
It's all I have, so.
I mean, they can try to find mine.
I mean, all you need is an identify spell. Or not identify, but
Like a detect magic spell.
basically.
Well, nothing. My stuff's magical.
It's not exactly detect magic, but it's something where it's more like a scan of you. But what they are doing is magic. Does anyone have anything that could like block that?
No, not yet.
You do.
Oh yeah!
Oh shit, I do. Okay, so Shay wants to have that stone in her clutch then, because it's like a fist size. How big is it?
It's like probably like this size.
Perfect. It's definitely gonna be in her clutch, and she's got.
What are you hiding? Or trying to?
I just have a few daggers
Where? In the
lined
slip?
throughout my skirt.
Well, I'm not good. We're on the same team here.
Yes, it's lined throughout my skirt. On the side where
Can you
there's
have them clumped?
not mesh. I could try.
And what is in your hand now?
Oh, this is just a stone.
Will it block something?
I believe so. It didn't. It seemed to suck up the cantrip I tried on it.
Yeah, I tell you to keep your fist close to where that is, and/or if they search, you could also tuck it in the slip or the skirt. That should work.
Excellent.
It's okay if we don't. We're not going to be. We shouldn't be expecting necessarily a fight, but also we should not be expecting one. Shady business happens in places, and sometimes there's fights that not even the full gala and ball attendees are aware of. So,
Excellent.
Should you put your flask with that stone too?
I mean, right now it just looks like a flat. Don't worry about it.
Actually, I changed my mind on the daggers. I want to line them in the clutch with the stone.
Okay.
So I had like two, one on each side.
okay. Codex,
What?
are you planning to hide anything that I need to be aware of, or no?
On me? No, I thought we were just giving. She has like the harness that she usually wears with like her swords in it, and she's just like, I thought I was just gonna give this to someone and it would be around. I got magic, so.
Fair.
Should have got a cane sword.
I heard they kind of suck. I heard they're kind of the worst weapon in the game.
Alright, guess I won't.
And that game, skin ball.
Yeah.
Improv.
If you show up on the court with a cane, no one's gonna believe you.
So, I don't know much about you people, but maybe it is best to kind of figure things out now. What are your assets when it comes to diplomacy?
Shay just looks at her tits.
Right. She's like, I think it's pretty obvious.
What?
More like boob sets. I have a set of boobs.
I just offer really good distraction.
Noted.
I come off as easily malleable and not threatening.
Yes, come off that way.
That an asset for us or for others?
People send, like, if they don't see me as a threat, they don't really care what they say around me.
Who says that?
Me.
Okay. Codex?
Well, my multiple years in the postal service, I've seen a lot of weird stuff that nobles do when they don't think I'm looking. So, I don't know. I'm also really good at listening. I don't know if that's helpful in this situation, but I've seen some shit that I could probably be like, I've seen that before, and then people might get nervous about me being able to have seen that, and then,
Does that seem like an asset?
I think so. Like, if I was like, hey, I saw you do some stuff at your house that one time when you didn't think anybody was looking, and then...
Are you saying you're going to blackmail these people?
No, I'm just gonna let them know that, like, someone may know some stuff that they, like, don't want everybody to know. I feel like that's what people do.
That's blackmail.
That's definitely blackmail, but I like your style.
Okay, then yeah, that, I guess. I don't know.
Okay. Wash?
Yeah, I got no idea how to talk to fancy people.
Okay. Well,
You chose our group. I will point that out.
I didn't. Sean did.
Okay.
Look, Maud, I can be very persuasive.
Oh, I believe that.
Good.
You're the only one so far that I believe can talk to others
That's fair.
without scaring
You
them,
could also
skeeving them, scaring them.
Hey, I scare people.
Skeeving is a strong word, I guess.
I would say you seem overwhelming, and that's the scary thing.
Yes.
You seem intimidating, and you reek little.
I literally cleaned up for this. I put on
him in the
cologne.
bedroom, like just licking his hand and like.
He bathes.
He's like,
He looks
"Nah."
nice.
We could talk to like the people that work there, like servants and stuff like that. If they do have those, they usually tend to hear a lot.
I thought you said serpents, and I was like, what?
We could talk to the
The
serpents.
servants.
Come on,
Yeah.
get with the program, Shay.
They're like pigeon
Yeah.
carriers, but it's serpent carriers.
What are you confused about? We're all on the same
It's
page.
just Codex in a corner talking to some snakes. Like,
It's like, what have you guys heard?
Hey guys,
It's been a while. How you been?
I don't know. I have a person that I can at least look and see if they're there. If Viserai or somebody at least connected to him is there, I can try and see if they're there.
and if Visser is not,
Then I will find other people to talk to.
and you will.
Talk to them.
How? Let's
Like
put
a
it
normal-
practice.
Like a normal conversation. That's how you talk to people. I don't know. I'd probably look for people who don't look like they're enjoying the potty too much, so and see if I can connect with that.
You could relate to it, I'm sure.
Yeah. People who'd seem at least on the outside.
And
We
you
need
just-
something of a plan, Wash.
I don't know. I guess I know how to dance.
That is so far from the answer I was expecting.
excited.
That is so far from the answer I was expecting. I am down for this.
Shay and Terrace do the little like.
I don't want to say you
Codex
sound.
looks so fucking surprised.
I don't want to say you sound unsure, but are you sure you can? So you think you can dance? I didn't think that was gonna land at all, so I'm really happy.
Well, I was just like, I played Dance Dance Revolution since I was a child.
Yeah, I can dance so long as I have that weird U-shaped pole behind me.
I like to think if there was like you could schmooze a lady and dance with her and then talk
Just
to her that
stand
way.
there
Yeah,
and
sure,
stare
fine.
at her.
Yeah, that
You're good at that,
works.
yes.
That's great.
You're the silent brooding type. Women will be drawn to you. Apparently, I've been trying to go for that myself.
As Terrence just never stops talking.
Terrence really never fucking shuts up.
So
Yeah, I was thinking of being like the silent brooding type. You know, it's just kind of like this is the new thing. I'm
Not like me though.
This is the new thing I'm trying. Just look at my outfit though. Like, oh god, I wish I'd like that.
But yeah, I could give that a go.
Yes, please do that. Yes.
Maybe not.
You have to try.
Okay, Codex, your plan of action is talk to servants, you said?
Well, I was gonna talk to whoever, but yeah, I mean, servants. I don't know. They see a lot of the same shit that I saw, just standing in like waiting rooms and stuff.
I do believe the gala begins at late, but we will be doing a few things beforehand with diplomatic things. So if you need more rest, take some shut eye and we'll just continue on our way.
Is there any information we can try to gather beforehand?
Most likely, yes. We will be part of setup in a way, and we'll be watching people set up and advising.
Well, I was just gonna look down at V2 like, can you record things? Like,
Conversations.
yeah, can you record people's conversations and play it back?
Blink, blink.
Alright, that's a no.
Blink.
Yeah. I
Don't you know
I
any
think
of
it's
like the command words or something? Command record.
Blink, blink.
All right, it was worth a shot.
But it looks so cute in the bow tie. Good job.
Thanks.
Blink, blink. Walks over to Codex.
Hi, buddy!
Maybe might just be a talking point. That's a good. There you go. You don't have a talking point. Talk about the dog. He's your dog, I guess.
What the fuck do I talk? I don't know how he works.
You found him on the street and you raised him from
Nuts and bolts.
So, are we like trying to prevent like an assassination or something, or are we just trying to?
Just find information.
Codex, who said assassination? No. We are here to find out Verano's connections, and any more details in what his workings are like. Maybe what nobles he's connected to, why. And then at that point, depending on if we find, let's say, we're just trying to figure out the information now. Who he's connected to, what the plan might be, and also connection to Terrence, actually.
I mean, that's also a dead giveaway, as if they're looking at me like I'm a target. So
True.
Well, by that point too, you'll also be wearing our insignia, and I doubt not most people from the pockets. Is that what you call them? Not most people from the pockets will be trying to hunt down such I hate to say it, but elite guild as ours. Maybe not as high up as the Sept, but
Close enough.
close enough. So, after about like 3 more hours, you guys eventually get pretty fast. Like this carriage goes pretty fast. It seems to like wind through the roads pretty quickly to get to the 9th, all the way to Polished Wall. It is they say it's a keep. It looks like a fucking huge castle. Yeah, so you kind of see this like large building that has a huge walls behind it too. As you step out, Maud mentions too. Also, if you don't know, on this side, I know most of you are from the east side of the burg, correct?
East side.
East side, represent. The east side connects. There's a dip from the burg to the wilds as in elevation. It is much higher here compared to the east side. Where the east side, I mean, you don't want to be walking off any wall and then falling to your death, but you could probably easily get down with a day's hike. This is a very large cliff off. And if you notice this river, and you see this kind of like, in most of the precincts, there is like one big river for trade that kind of connects through, and it kind of circles around the grove. Mm-hmm. All man-made. She kind of mentions, like pointing out the river, she says, this river is an incoming of a lot of imports from the wilds, so Serafima Russo is pretty important when it comes to a lot of our imports and goods from the wilds, especially dealing with most of the people out there and the dangers. So
I see.
she's very important.
So don't get on her bad side then.
No, definitely not. Let me go talk to those guards there. And you notice the guards in front of the Polished Wall are not like regular Vol guards, I'll call them. The Vol guards usually wear like something that has the symbol of Zabraria and kind of like gold and brown armors that's cladded. These guards have what look like almost like marbled like chest plates and such, looking like they're like associating specifically to the Polished Wall. You watch Maud kind of like walk up and she's like, oh, just tell them who we are. You see her kind of go behind the carriage where nobody can see her, like only you can see her, and you watch as she kind of flicks her hands, and you watch as kind of like almost like pinky purple dust kind of like fall on her, and her whole like kind of body and image changes.
Really?
She's a bit taller. Looks like heels she's wearing. It looks like she might be pretending to be half elf, where she is usually human. Looks at you all with like her dead-eyed Maud face, and then let it go. And she like kind of like walks off.
Do we think this is going to be a disaster or
Oh, I think it's going to be very interesting.
just how to get information from people without making it obvious?
Maybe for you it'd be best to stay quiet and cordial and do more listening than speaking.
I was thinking just if I can just kind of keep people talking until
Yes.
something slips.
You might try alcohol as well. I feel that typically helps people to speak more.
Oh,
Codex, I like your plan, and it might be more clever for you to stay with the servants too.
Yeah, she kind of like narrows for a second and she's like, why?
I think you can relate to them nicely, and that they would be more open to speaking to you than anyone else in this group, really.
You like, she doesn't like, her face doesn't really change, but you just see like her one ear kind of twitch a little bit, and she's like, okay.
I feel like that wasn't supposed to be mean, but it was at the same time.
Yeah, she's poor. Like, she's incredibly poor. You don't know that, but like...
Servants have all the information. Don't you want to get all the information?
She didn't take it that way, so it's fine. But yeah, you just see like I said, her ear kind of like twitch, and she's just like, okay.
Codex, when she finally reveals she can't read, she was like, oh, I assumed.
Oh,
I already knew
You
that.
thought I thought you could read?
You strike me as a person who can't afford school. So.
You strike me as illiterate.
From the second I met you.
Lady Leandra returns. You watch like her smile, and she's like kind of walking, and then immediately like when she's like kind of covered with you guys by the carriage, just like, looks like we're all set to go inside and advise and chaperone those who are setting up inside. But You need to get dressed. Is everyone else?
Yes.
Is Codex dressed?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he needs to get dressed, but we can.
On the
fundraise.
carriage ride the whole time, she's been trying to figure out what to do with her hair, and now it's just down, and she's like,
Aww.
Oh.
Well, then let's go inside and I'll do advising. You are free to come in and out. They will recognize you. I told them we all have insignias, so don't feel like you have to stay here.
I like that we're going to be cruising around the night in our like very swaggy clothes.
You do see there are some people that are like gathering in this like kind of like because there is this big like huge open courtyard. If you courtyard's not the best word, but like kind of like empty cobbled area.
Almost plaza.
Almost a plaza, yeah. That's the word I was trying to think of.
Yeah.
And you do see people are arriving already all dressed up, and some are like, let's go get 9 a.m. pre 12 p.m. drinks before the 5 p.m.
Pre-game.
drinks. Let's pre-game the pre-game before the pre-game before the 7 p.m. But there are people that are like fancy and dressed, and
Excellent.
yeah, it's. I mean, again, this. If you guys have ever seen, some of you, if you've ever seen, you've probably seen like the King's Castle, Chateau de Mouton, like the tips of it, maybe if you're ever in the fourth.
Yeah.
This it compares. It's not as nearly as big, but it's a
It's big.
like if it was if this was like England and you're like, this is my castle compared to like King Henry's, King Henry would kill you. But like that's too even close to like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's actually true if he would kill me, but like just my idea of my
We
King
just
Henry.
keep adding on more wings.
Yeah,
Until
it's like
zero.
it's pretty like grotesquely huge, which it's still smaller than Chateau de Mouton, but it's big. It's big.
Shay changes and she puts her hair up in like one of those little fancy
French
up
twist.
bun things. Yeah. Shaka White just like kind of fun.
Hell yeah! All right, so what are you guys doing? You guys following her in? Some of you going in, some of you going out. What are you guys doing?
I'll go in. Yeah. I'll go in for at least a little bit, and if it seems like there's nothing to do, I'll just wander around, because I haven't been to this precinct.
We can go pregame.
I was gonna hang around the courtyard and maybe like keep track of who is arriving.
Okay.
Like try to hear some names or something.
Okay. Roll perception.
Watch this one go outside and smoke.
17. Okay, noted. Are you staying there for the full 10 hours?
No, not now.
Okay. Is V2 staying with you?
Yeah.
Just keep chain smoking out there, just like
And then the rest of you are all going in?
yeah, for a bit, yeah.
Okay, when you guys go in, like, you're kind of ushered through this very regal hall, all stoneworked inside, and like what looks like these like pristine, like off-white carpets that have like a gold trim around them. A lot of the inside is also kind of like it's either like chiseled stone mixed with marble on the inside. Interestingly enough, not a lot of like gear work in there. Not that there would necessarily be, but like you do see other places like when you first kind of like probably if you guys were looking out the carriage where you were getting into the ninth, because this is pretty deep into the ninth. Or just looking at any other like shops nearby, you do see like there's gear work and such because there's a lot of artificy here. This is kind of like
Steampunk-esque.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say like steampunk, but like
Gear punk.
you're weird. But like, you know, like there is a lot of like
work.
yeah, metalwork that happens here, and a lot of blacksmiths. But walking in, if there's any like offshoot of a staircase somewhere or another hall, it is blocked by more of these marbled guards, if you will, that like just block it. And they wear this kind of helmet that you don't see their eyes. It kind of like comes down to like maybe the bridge or the tip of their nose and cuts up like this, like almost like a triangle. They can see you, but it's too dark for them to see them. And then also it kind of comes in around their jaws, and they kind of stand there all with like large, probably halberds. They hold like halberds. Yeah. But you guys kind of get ushered to what looks like one giant ballroom that kind of has an overhang. The best way I can describe where at the very end where this overhang is, there is what is a balcony, and it's a huge room. Like it's like immensely huge. I couldn't even give you the feet because I can't.
Warehouse status.
Yeah, it's big, and there's pillars everywhere, marbled pillars.
Costco. It's Costco size.
Yeah, right. Yeah, probably. It looks gutted, as if like it got gutted of whatever's usually there. But there are like tables, places, areas to walk around, and what looks like probably like a dance floor for like proper dancing. There's this whole stage set up for what looks like the size of an orchestra. And then if you get to the other side completely, there is a balcony area, but there's no door out to it. It is open, and it is an overhang. The best way I can describe what it looks like is as you get further to So when you're walking in, it all looks like, like stone and chiseled and marbled. When you're walking in, the further you get closer to the opposite side of the room, which, again, this castle is built into this wall cliff, it becomes more rocky, like as if the natural rock is coming into it. And when you get to the other side, it looks like, if you guys ever watched Game of Thrones, like the Dragonstone meeting room. But anyway, it's huge. But when you come out to like this like overlook balcony, there isn't much of a wall that stops you out there. There's maybe a bit of rock. It's not uniform, but it is like, jaggedy. I think at one point the highest it goes, maybe for like 3 feet, is like maybe up to someone's breast. If you look down, anyone who has vertigo, you're gonna jump back. It is a far drop to what looks like Badlands, and you can see the wilds from out here. It is massive, very sandy. In the distance, you can't really see much because it looks like it's clouded by, I won't say fog, but potentially sand, like sand in the air, whatever that's called.
Sandstorm.
Yeah, kind of. Maybe something's off in the distance, but it looks like Badlands, basically. But that drop is... I'm not good with it's there's not a way you could survive. A little bit to the left you can see that there's when you get out here you hear this massive sound, and there's a waterfall. So the river that Maud was pointing out goes to a waterfall, which is interesting because she said that's how they import. When you look over, you see the waterfall goes up.
What? Wild.
Cool.
I love it.
Yeah, it goes upwards. It goes like backwards basically. Still looks dangerous. So
I put myself in a barrel and I go backwards.
it's not right under this overlook. It's off to, still there's definitely part of the castle, because the castle goes over the river. There's definitely part of the castle where you could probably look down and see the river right beneath you. The river's probably to your left, kind of off by some crags, because again, when you look out, it's mountain.
Yeah.
On the side, or whatever, cliff, whatever you want to call it. That's the inside. You see a bunch of people kind of like getting things set up and talking to the orchestra to get them ready and blah, 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 blah.
Do we see anybody inside kind of instructing all the people to decorate?
Yep.
What I was gonna look at is do the tables have labels? Like, do they have like
Reserved for
signs or like anything for like?
They're being set up.
I was just gonna look around and like just acknowledge some of the names.
And the tables do seem to be made of stone. At one, like a quick glance, it would look like it's built out of the actual ground, but you do see some people move them. But it's like 20 servants will have to and move it.
Makes sense. God, rich people.
Heavy.
I don't see that we can really help in here that much, so maybe we should come back later.
Yeah, once it gets a little closer to actually
I think so.
the time.
I feel like we may just be in the way at this point.
Should we meander about the 9th then?
Yes, let's. I heard there was talk about some sort of drinks beforehand.
Maybe see if there's anybody else that walking around and if we can make friends before the event.
Absolutely. I know some of the local areas, or some of the local taverns might have some patrons already that we might like to bump into.
Lead the way.
Excellent.
So is it just Terrence and Shay that are off doing your own thing?
Well, Codex is with us, right?
With us too?
No, I stay.
Oh, you're staying at the palace?
I'm staying at the thing, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, alright. I like that Wash just like wandered off as I was gonna go meet up with Wash and V too.
Sorry, I have to do what I do best, talk to the servants.
We'll bring you some drinks, Codex, unless you want to join us.
No, I'm fine. I'll stay here.
What are you doing, Wash?
Just wandering the streets, whether it's a
In
bar
your, like,
or
outfit.
just a random store, I would just be like, okay.
Okay, and then Codex, what are you doing?
I'm gonna be inside, and I'm gonna just look for people. Are there any people, like, hanging, like, drapery and shit like that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Cause she'll probably, like, walk over, and if they need any help, she'll use Mage Hand to kind of, like, help them straighten things out, and just be like, standing there, like, awkwardly giving off the vibes of someone who is dressed way too nice for what they're usually used to. And just, like, offer help to, like, random people that are, like, setting stuff up.
Adorable.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, no worries. I don't really have... We got here so early, and I don't really know what to do, so figured helping, if it's allowed.
Yeah, you can help if you wish.
Okay, cool, yeah. My name's Codex, by the way.
I didn't... Lynn.
Hi, nice to meet you.
She looks human. Tanner, with what looks like kind of like ash blonde hair. Short, maybe in a pixie cut.
So, do you need an extra set of hands? I don't really have anything to do. I'm part of the rep for the Red Raven's Adventuring Guild, but I'm kind of new, so.
Oh, well, currently what I was doing was just finishing this, but I actually was instructed to do kind of like a check-in thing. If you want to help me check people in.
Yeah, sure.
She kind of like takes you over to like out of this hall into like another room, which she gets like kind of approval from two of the marbled guards who at first kind of look at you and goes, it's okay, she's with me, she's helping. And then you kind of like, yep, and she brings you in. And it seems like this like small room that people kind of get shuffled in. You see a couple like either rich people, noble, aristocratic people. Yeah, do you want to just sit with her while she does that?
Yeah, if there's anybody that I know, like, slightly recognize or something, can I just, like after they kind of go through, can I just, like, lean over next to her and just be like, drop some hot gossip that I know about them to her?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So then how do they still have all that money?
I don't know. I was trying to figure it out, and we were trying to figure it out over coffee break one time, but we still don't know, and, like, I don't work there anymore, so I can't, like, go back. But, like, is that fucking crazy?
I don't want to be near them during this gala then.
Yeah, I would avoid.
Yeah. Weird.
Do you guys, like, got any people like that around here? I'm not from, like, this area, so.
No, most of the artificers are pretty nice, and I mean, I like to stay a little weary of Lady Seraphima and her entourage, but and maybe that's just out of intensity. It's just very rich people that all seem very, big.
Yeah, I get that. I just, like, it's, like, almost weirdly comforting knowing that they all do really weird shit behind closed doors anyway. You know what I mean, though? Like, it kind of brings them down, like, a little bit more close to, like, a normal person.
That's true. Especially because I know that all the stuff that's going to be sold for this fundraiser tonight that were made by artificers are just not going to be used. They're just being bought to help and then probably tossed out. So it's all for show.
And
Yeah,
tax
I get it.
Yeah. Sorry, I come from a family of artificers, so it just hits close to home.
No, I get it. I come from like craftspeople and stuff too, so it's kind of stupid that, like, the people that make the city kind of work are kind of looked down on. It's dumb, right?
Yeah. Frustrating to say the least, but that's why we'll just check them in and we can gossip about them if you want.
Yeah. If you find me at the party, I mean, I'm gonna be walking around and not look like I know what I'm doing, more than likely. So if you hear anything weird, my ears are always open.
Okay.
I should probably go find the rest of the group I'm supposed to be here with, because I don't know when I'm supposed to show up or anything, like, officially. But, yeah. It was nice meeting you. Let me know if you need any help with anything.
Okay, yeah. Do you know how to get out?
No.
Okay, so you just come back the way we did out this hall, and then if you take a left, that'll lead you back to the, the ballroom, and right, you can just keep following that to go all the way out towards the plaza.
Okay, cool. Thanks, Lynn.
Yeah, no worries.
Bye.
All right, so you walk up and get out. You walk out of that hall and back into the main hall where you walked in originally. But we're going to skip over to one of you two. Let's go to you two. Are you guys going to a tavern?
Yeah, if we could, do you want to follow, like, some... Not like in a suspicious way, just kind of like wherever we see like people who are kind of already dressed up going. Like it seems like they're going to a specific location.
Yeah, there's gotta be a fancy taverns or like tea hall or something like that nearby.
Yeah, you see what kind of like looks like almost like this open beer garden, basically very lavish, very expensive. And you notice a lot of people wearing what you're wearing, kind of like just being let in. When you walk up, there are marbled guards there in front of it as well that kind of just like step out of the way and let you in.
I say a drink, yes?
Yeah.
Excellent.
All right, so you guys walk up to the bar. You do see this very fancy-looking dressed barmaid who's kind of just serving drinks and wine. Like, you see wine, lots of wine, but there are also some people having, like, meads. No one's really having ale. No one's really having hard liquor, unless it's, like, in a small glass with, like, on the rocks.
Cube.
Yeah, like, with, like, the one big
The
cube.
giant cube.
Yeah, and she's just kind of... She seems to be serving and no one's paying.
Shay definitely takes some mead. Thank you, darling.
Of course. Well, I hope you're enjoying your stay before going to the gala.
Absolutely.
Terrence will take like a red wine or whatever, a white wine because it's the morning.
Basically, when you turn around, you do see what's tucked in like one of the corners of this open beer garden, if you will, or open like whatever garden, like outdoor fucking like garlands and vines everywhere. That looks very pretty.
Gorge.
You do see what looks like tucked in the corner people wearing these blue insignias and these like little blue like crow insignias and accented clothing.
Amazing.
It looks like, from what you can tell, a water genasi, a tabaxi, a human, and an elf. In that order: female, male, non-binary, maybe.
Yeah.
As well as someone with them. It looks like this like kind of like tall twink with them. Kind of like this like bird like. Probably like this chestnut hair that goes like it's like a little bit longer greased back, but probably like the one very nice accented curl.
Yeah.
Or not even curl, just like a fall of a Looks young. He looks humanoid. You can't really tell what race, but
So there's a water genasi, a tabaxi,
human and an elf, and then a humanoid that's accompanying them, aka potentially their Lady Leandra. If you
Attractive twink, tall,
No.
with great hair.
No.
You see what I'm seeing? You want to go talk to them?
I think you
wanna cause
should.
a scene?
I'm going to go speak to some of these
Okay, not me.
nobility. Oh, you'll be fine. Have another glass of wine. You'll be fine. But I do think of anyone to speak to them, you may have the most luck.
Why?
You just have a good charismatic entrance.
Terrence like raises an eyebrow and looks at her
Just go give it a whirl. She like elbows him a little towards him.
too hard and he's like, oh, okay. He actually just turns around and is gonna sit at the bar and maybe talk to the bartender for a minute and have another drink before he goes over there, and then he's gonna go over there. So he's gonna walk over and just be like, hi, I'm Terrence. I'm from the Red Raven Adventuring Guild, and I noticed that you are also from an adventuring guild.
They all like do that turn where they're like, and like kind of like the water genasi kind of speaks first, and she's kind of. I'm sorry. Did you say what your name was? I didn't.
Terrence.
Oh, Terrence. Okay, I'm Ariel.
Ariel?
Ariel. It's like Ariel, but with. No, you wouldn't get it, but that's fine. This is better. This is gone. This is Laval, and this is Serena.
Nice to meet all of you.
Thank you.
He swallows. I just haven't really met any other adventurers here, and I think we're the only two groups.
She kind of does this thing where she like looks around your shoulder. Two groups. I see one group, and I see one person.
Well, I have a friend who's here as well.
Oh, friend.
Mm-hmm. And we are both in the Red Raven. This is going really well.
Another drink.
You know, I just thought we would have something in common to talk about since we're both in the sister guilds, right? Isn't that right?
You watch her turn over to like the twink with the auburn chestnut hair. Right. Tell me about your group.
Oh, with Faded Fates is the name.
Oh, Faded Fates is because only one of you right now.
No, there's 5 of us. There's one with me now. She's somewhere floating around here, but Terrence is having now like flashbacks to middle school. He's like,
You found the meme click.
I did find the meme clip.
How long have you been adventuring the Faded Fates?
Oh, we're relatively new.
New? How new?
What, it's been...
It's like a week, isn't it? Isn't it?
I don't even know if it's been a full week.
It's honestly only been like a week or so. So... Thanks.
Yeah. We're the Mystic Dukes.
The Mystic Dukes?
Like poop.
We're like Mystic Dukies. No.
That's Deuce.
Listen, from what I've heard through the grapevine, there was some bad blood maybe between the two guilds. I heard something might have happened between. And I think that we should just let bygones be bygones. Whatever happened
of course,
in the past,
bygones. You and your faded faces, and we're fine.
the Mystic Dudes, or whatever.
Dukes.
Right. Well, all of you. I guess it was nice talking to you. I guess I'll see you at the event later.
You fueled the graduation of the third, did you know that?
What are you talking about?
Your scraggly blue hair.
I wasn't at the you said I fueled the graduation?
Mm-hmm. Verona, right? You work for Verona? I didn't know the Red Raven Venture Guild is not working with criminals.
I'm not a criminal.
Mm.
And I had
What
nothing
was
to
your
do
name?
with graduation.
Terrence?
Oh yeah, he did come with a baby.
I had nothing to do with the graduation. So I didn't even know that happened until my group told me about it. They were there to help out, apparently.
Well, don't let me keep you if you want to drink more.
Mm-hmm.
Or us, I guess. And they're literally talking. While you're talking to her, they're talking. They're like talking to each other. They're like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to keep you. Don't want to associate with someone like myself. I understand.
You don't associate with someone like yourself? Darling, I don't think that's going to be very easy for you. You can't just separate yourself from yourself.
Right.
What have you heard?
I won't keep you any longer. He's just gonna turn and walk away and then go sit at the bar again and wait. He's not gonna get anything to drink right now. He's just gonna sit.
She comes back with like kisses on her face.
Terrence is kind of just like staring off and like his mind is reeling.
Yeah.
He has a lot going on in there. Sad.
You're not sad.
No, you're fine. There's a mirror behind the bar. Just like,
So, are you okay? Do you want another drink? You look sad. Drinking usually helps some people. I've heard.
Yeah, I'll have another one. He's not really gonna drink it. He's just gonna have it in front of him for now and just to like make it look like he has something.
Okay. Codex. As you're walking out, make a perception check.
This die's been rolling like garbage. I'm gonna roll something else. Oh, also garbage. 9.
Where are you walking? Are you walking back into the ballroom, or are you walking out to the plaza?
That's a great question. I think I'm gonna peek into the ballroom, and then if I don't see like any of these fools, and I really don't see anything else going on, I'm gonna head out to the plaza.
Okay. As you take like a peek into the ballroom to see if there are any of the fools in there, and you don't see them, you kind of do a quick turn and kind of collide into somebody behind you, and you didn't hear them as you like turn, and they kind of like fall back a bit and then like stand up. You didn't make him fall completely, but he kind of just like stands up and kind of like presses his hair back. Excuse me.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. My bad. I didn't hear you. You're very quiet.
Hey, very stern face, very pale, dark black hair that kind of like goes down to his shoulders, and he has like this like kind of he has like almost like a goatee kind of, or no, just beard, no mustache, but just like just to the chin.
Yeah, she's just like super apologetic and like it's just like I didn't hurt you or anything, did I? Sorry.
No, I'm fine. Do I know you?
I'm probably not. My name is Codex. I'm with the Red Ravens Adventuring Guild.
Oh, an adventurer.
Yeah, well, I used to be a Lightfoot, but now I'm trying this out.
Did you say Red Raven?
Yeah.
Kind of like chuckles a bit. Interesting.
Nervously chuckle back.
Well, I guess I'll see you when the party starts.
Yeah, sure. I didn't catch your name.
Balthazar.
Balthazar. Excellent.
Do I recognize my name at all?
Nope.
Great.
He doesn't give you a last name either.
Great. Yeah, she just kind of like smooths her skirt and just kind of like sidles to the side.
Well, sorry to bump into you. And you kind of like smile, like it's like it's you know when you smile, like your eyes also smile.
Mm-hmm.
It's like his eyes don't smile. He does this little smirk, and then he kind of walks by. I'd like you to make an insight check.
What? On Balthazar?
So good at
He seems totally chill.
Yeah, like super nice actually. You should go get drinks with him.
I got an 8.
You didn't need to roll that high to get this anyway. Looking at him as he walks by you and kind of like looks at you as you both are like kind of crossing paths, if you will. I just imagine it's like that head turn of your faces looking at each other. It's almost like this just gleam happens over his eyes.
Oh, hate that.
Kind of like this white gleam, almost like starlight.
Great, awesome. Yeah, she just gives a really nervous, like, right. Just going to, like, very chill and very calm and collected speed walk the fuck out of there to find the homies.
Alrighty. Do you guys all end up meeting back in the plaza, like, after, like, 7 hours or whatever?
Well, she was talking to a couple people,
Okay.
just like in there.
If you ever eventually look back for Terrence, he's sitting pouting at the fucking bar like, I'm really bad at this.
Wash just swapping out the good liquor with the bad liquor that was in his flask.
Okay.
Amazing.
And then you're gonna give the bad liquor to people to schmooze them over.
No, the good liquor.
In your flask?
So the bad liquor is now on the ground, and the good liquor is in the flask.
On the ground.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Hand in your hand, yep.
So do you guys just reconvene around, like, 6, 7?
Do I get any information?
She does not wait that long to find them. She is sprinting around hunting these people down.
Roll investigation. And then, yes, you will have some.
My god, I have not rolled above a 10. Dog! I got a 6.
Okay, yeah, you probably don't find them until one of them pops up in the plaza. We'll get to that. Shay, most you find out just from like talking to people, it's all very surface level of like, oh, we like to do this to help, like blah blah. Like, this is all for blah 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 blah. We do this because then we can like we put in, you get what you put out. Like you put in, you get what you put out. And it's like nobody knows what the fuck they're talking about. They're all stupid. They're always like, yeah, we just give money.
Are they all from various different precincts?
From most of the neighboring ones, I would say from 10 to. I wouldn't say that it goes as north as the 11th, but I would say it's the 10th to the 6th.
Got it.
Other gossip you hear is like everybody avoids the people from the Tide Thorns. It's like, if you see like any of those nuns or priests, you walk away.
Amazing.
They're like, they're weird, and they'll like look at you and judge you, and I don't like to be judged when I'm drinking, right, Deborah?
And we're here doing good things.
Yeah, we're doing good things,
The
so-
greater good.
Zaharis better let me into the sun heaven or whatever. And people, someone's like, Stacey, that's not how it works. That's not what the afterlife's like.
Why couldn't I have talked to these people?
You would be like a creep. You'd be like, ew, you're weird and gross.
I would rather be told
Just
I'm weird
talk
and
to
gross
the
than
enemies.
patronized.
You're like,
At least one is straightforward.
guards. Yeah.
I was just standing here.
Yeah. So you probably find Wash first after like 4 hours of fucking. Well, let's say you were with Lynn for like an hour or two. Let's say. So Wash, I'm sure, comes back and like is just like hanging out anyway.
If you spot her like moving towards you, the second she sees you, it's like speed walking, like straight line. She probably bumps into someone who's like, "I'm so sorry, but I need to go." It's like speed walking towards you. And she's like, "Hey, I don't know how the fuck you guys are doing, but I just ran into that scary ass dude from the woods, and he's here. Someone invited him."
Oh, also. Can that be where we end? Oh my god.
Golden yellow eyes. Someone invited him to this goddamn party.
Wait, you got a good look at him in the woods?
Well, but there was like a moment, I ran into him by accident, and then he was like, we talked a little bit, and then I gave him my name, which like probably is bad, and then we talked, and then he was like, "Oh, it's a shame I see you here." And then I walked past him, and I didn't recognize him until later. And then, like, you know those moments where, like, you're like, I don't know this person, but it's too late to ask for their name. And then you're like, as you're walking away, you're like, right. But, like, so I, like, as we were kind of, like, I was walking past him because I felt really bad, and it was really awkward. I was like, oh my god, that's that guy, because he looked at me at, like, the angle, and then his eyes got all sparkly, like the stars that I saw in the tree with the guy. It's him, okay? I'm not stupid.
So when we get to the gala, point him out to us. That way we can all know. It's not that I don't believe you. It's just I don't know how you would know.
No, you could say you don't believe me. It's fine. I'd rather you say that than lie to me. But like, he was really tall. He was tall and pale, and he had dark hair and like facial hair, and he said his name was Balthazar, and he just had like the. I didn't like whatever. It's fine. Yeah, sure, whatever. Did you guys figure out anything?
Oh, me? No, I just bought fancy liquor.
By this time, probably Shay and Terrence are walking.
I was
out.
gonna say if Shay does not return in 30 minutes, Terrence is going to have a panic attack and leave. Like he is like.
Oh, Shade was definitely working the crowd for a bit and like was not watching.
I think
Terrence at the
eventually
bar.
he just walked
Okay, so then
out.
Terrence shows up. Shay, you can show up in a second too.
Yeah.
Terrence looks sad.
The sun is setting.
I mentioned the blue crows and they do suck and I do want to fight them. Just so you know, the 5 readings on that one, they're terrible.
Okay.
Why do you look upset?
You know, do you remember that scary ass dude from the woods that we saw? Well, you guys didn't see him, but I talked to him in the woods.
Last night, basically.
Yeah, the scary voice from.
Or no, tuna, or what?
Yeah,
Tuna-
He's
Someone invited him to this party, so now he's here.
Someone invited him.
The monster from the woods.
Someone
well,
invited the
yeah,
monster
he
from
looks
the
like normal dude now.
Okay.
Well, not a normal dude.
You
but,
sure
like,
it's
the guy.
him?
Yes,
You sure it's him?
Yes.
Okay. I mean that's not necessarily what we were doing reconnaissance on, but I guess that's good to know. We can maybe we can ask more people about this person that you saw. Kind of get more of a reading on what he's all about. He's not gonna do anything at this party, like to be.
I don't know that.
I mean, not like. I mean, most people try not to cause a scene, right?
I mean, I don't feel like
Yeah, but-
you'll care if it's that same person and magic darkness or whatever it was.
True. I mean, so far I feel like we just found people we don't like. We should maybe try to find people that are not horrible.
No, I also made like an actual friend. Like I did what I said I was gonna do. I have.
Oh, that's good.
One of us.
That's good, at least. I'm glad you made a friend.
Did you find anything while you were out here?
I just talked to the Blue Crows and they were very demeaning. And rude.
All right, with that, we're gonna switch back to Shay, who's finally made to talk to the Blue Crows. Who it looks like they're leaving. Like, so you can follow them if you wish. They're leaving the open garden.
Yeah, I think Shay would have timed it so that she would basically be exiting at the same
With
time
them
that they
here.
are, yeah. Oh, hello. What I assume are the Blue Crows, yes?
You see Oriole, the water genasi, kind of looks at you and goes, "Oh, your one friend already left.
Friend?
The tiny ratty-looking one."
Yes, I'm not surprised by that, actually. Did you meet him?
Unfortunately.
I will say that is a lot of people's reaction, but he may grow on you if you try it again.
Like a
I'm
boil.
not sure. Yes,
Like
actually.
a mold, thank you.
Just keep bobbing out of nowhere.
Like a mushroom.
That's actually quite accurate. What was your name?
My name's Oriole.
Oriole. Very nice to meet you. I'm Shay.
This is our group. You are the Faded Faces. What?
Faded Fates.
Faded
Yes,
Fates.
there's quite a few other pale ones among us, I'm sure, but you don't really miss out on much without meeting them if you don't want to.
Mm. Well, we're the Mystic Dukes. This is Beta, Gon, Larval, and then our representative from the Blue Crows, Serena. And he kind of looks over and he seems kind of intrigued, looking at you.
Nice to meet you all.
So, why the interest from the Red Raven Adventuring Guild?
Honestly, it just sort of happened. I just like to make my way around and find interesting things to do anywhere I can, and that's just kind of where it landed this time.
Interesting to note. I meant more, why to the gala?
Again, seemed interesting. And I'll always find an excuse to dress in something fancy. How about you?
I guess similar. Is Lady Leadra coming tonight?
Oh, absolutely. She actually brought us.
Hmm. Well, then are you headed back? That's where we're going now. If you'd like to join us.
I would love to.
Sorry, what's your name again?
Shay.
Rainer.
Very nice to meet you, Rhea.
As you guys are walking, Rainer probably continues conversation with you. From a little bit I heard of the conversation Oriole and Terrence had, I hear you guys are also looking for information involving Verano.
Yes, he is a name that's popped up quite a bit in the past couple weeks. I've never heard of him before. But he seems to be making quite a lot of noise.
Roll deception.
Oh, it's too bad I'm not good at that. Wait, let me change my dice. Oh, fuck yeah. 27.
All right.
And I get 11,000. No.
I'm not good at lying.
Yeah, I was so bad at it.
It's a 45, huh?
That's a 45.
Does that meet your DC?
We don't know much either, but we do know that people associated with a Red Raven now, some of them were involved in that graduation mishap at the summit.
From the guild itself?
No, just people that they've picked up to associate with.
I see. Do you know any of these names?
We know there's one woman clad in iron. She's a dog.
Fascinating.
And some guy who likes to smoke cigarettes. But that's not much information to go off, I guess.
No. Interesting, but it's information nonetheless.
Yeah. As you guys are walking, you'll probably spot it before he does. Wherever they are, they're probably not like staying right in front of like, the doors. Like you probably notice them like in the plaza off to the right.
Distract, absolutely, and like get them into the ballroom as quickly as possible. I think we might be able to filter in this way. I'm quite sure we will.
Oh, I know what the guy. And Ariel walks up and like kind of pushes past him.
Bitch, I hate this one.
Shay then puts her arm through the crook of his arm.
You guys going in together?
Yeah, I'm going in with him.
Yeah, so then you probably notice Shay walking by because you're like,
hey, Shay.
No, you don't have to just. You don't have to. You know? Listen, you can if you wish, but
No.
Shay's being buddy with the Blue Crows. Do you really want to?
No, she turns.
traitor!
You bitch!
You wouldn't even listen to me when I told you they were mean to me.
Your Terrence came like a couple times, just be like, Shay, Shay. You're like, no, seriously.
Later.
Terrence is crying.
I want to leave.
Shay's like, whatever someone said to you was probably true, so just take it to heart.
Take it to heart.
Pass it a wine, it'll be fine.
That's hilarious advice. She's like, take it to heart.
This here is scum of the
Take it
earth.
personally.
You should think about it.
So Shay walks in with the Blue Crows. Traitor!
She legit like tries to kind of angle them away from any of you.
Do you guys think I should go tell Shay that guy is here?
I will find her eventually. Right now, she's betraying me and my trust.
Supporting with the enemies.
So what are you guys doing?
I mean, I guess we should also head in if it's starting soon. What can I have some of that? And I gesture to your flask.
No, it's incredibly expensive.
Okay, I'll give you a silver.
I said incredibly expensive. There's people inside.
All right, fine. Then let's just go in and try and be social.
All right. As you guys make your way through, similar thing proceeding where you're like walking by the marbled guards and such until you get into that lavish ballroom that is now fully lit. There are chandeliers that are like hanging that are very like iridescent, and, more amber colored, but still like they're like look like crystalline. Yeah, it's full. It's not full, but like it's a sizable amount, and a full orchestra's playing. As you walk in, Codex, roll perception. I'll give you advantage.
Non-nat 20.
Not at 20? Okay, you do see Balthazar in there and seems to be in a kind of like off from a bunch of the crowds, talking to a woman with like almost like she's pale too, stark white hair, and they seem to be arguing.
Ooh.
And that is where we'll call it for the night.
And she slaps him and splashes him with water.
Yeah.
Drama.
Yeah.